Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Too Hot to Handle, Season 6, Episode 4.
Listen, I told you, Episode 4 is where we get our storyline. You ready for this, Blair?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
So everyone is wondering what went on with Louis and Catherine in the private suite. So we're back to the private suite. Louis and Catherine know that things got heated last night. Louis is a bit nervous about what the consequences might be. Back at the retreat, nobody broke any rules last night.
Thank you.
If Louis and Catherine broke rules, others might want to get their chance to break some too.
Oh, my goodness.
So everyone returns to the cabana. Louis and Catherine tell everybody about their experience, how there were toys, champagne, and bad Lana.
Catherine had her shirt off. She had it off.
Yes. So they discuss what happy hour was, half price off everything. Well, Lana says that if Louis broke the rules, showing that he has no intentions of following the rules, he will have to leave the retreat. However, they did not cross the line.
Good job.
Catherine was close to getting Louis to break some rules, but Louis resisted and set a good example. The prize fund is still at $199K.
I need someone to remind Catherine that she's part of the group.
Yes.
Like she said, I tried to get him to break the rules, guys, but he didn't. I'm like, wait a minute. You're part of the group that wins. You know that, right?
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Word.
So, however, can the rest of them resist temptation? She is sending in 2 new arrivals today. We've got Christian. I really think his name is Christian.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call him Christian.
Call him Christian.
We've got Christian and Valentina.
Listen here. I saw Valentina. I was like, please do not send her to my man. What is my man that is with Bree?
Damari.
I said, don't send her to him.
Well, they've each picked one person to go on a date with. Christian has chosen Catherine and Valentina has chosen Damari.
And truth be told, even though if I was on the villa, I would have been putting hands on people, right? I would have pulled Damari to the side and I said, you are not equipped to handle this task, right? So I know you're going to fail me.
Okay.
Right? So I'm not going to put hands on you because it's a tall mountain that you was asked to climb and things like that. I'm just saying, one kiss, make it count, no breaks.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? If I would have went on that date, I'm not kissing her. I'm not kissing her.
What you doing to her?
I'm not.
Nothing?
I'm not doing anything that will make us get a fine.
Okay.
I promise you, I'm not.
Okay. You're gonna look at her, or are you looking in the ocean?
No. I'm talking to her.
Okay.
Listen here. I am not. I'm not.
Yeah, you're not swayed by.
I'm not intimidated
by beauty. And
I'm not
that.
intimidated by beautiful women, as
you're
you
not.
can see who I'm married to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying I'm not intimidated by beautiful women.
Yeah,
you
you're
know what
not
I'm saying?
swayed by
so
that.
You will hear him say, "I know I'm jumping to the end." You will hear him say, "She's the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen." How? The chances of this show pick the most beautiful woman you ever seen? That's wild, man. What are you around then?
Yeah.
Other rappers?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
So Louis and Bree are being sent into banishment.
Yeah.
So that way Catherine and Damari can truly test their connections.
Listen here, Too Hot to Handle. I don't know if y'all noticed. I got a dashiki under this table. There's 2 times y'all sent my sister to jail.
And I felt like this time was unwarranted. They went away for their dates. And then they came back the same time they got back. So I'm just like, there was no reason for them to have to go to banishment.
Why did y'all put my sister in jail 2 times?
So Damari is sexually frustrated, so he is not mad about this test.
Okay. You see, he was destined to fail.
So back at the banishment, in the banishment quarters, Louis is trying to find the positive in the situation, and Bree is irritated.
I would be too.
She's nervous about what Damari might be doing since he kind of tried it last night with her, but she was the one who said no. Louis is a bit nervous about Catherine as well because Catherine is a wild child.
Yeah,
we see.
She is.
So Catherine and Damari are talking about being open on their dates. Catherine says that Louis isn't really her typical type. She's usually into like blue-eyed guys. And then we are introduced to Christian, who is a blue-eyed guy.
And that's the thing about it. You got this code in between the blue eyes. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of black men, if any, that have blue eyes.
Yes.
Okay, just say you're into white men.
Yes.
Okay.
Damari is hoping for a big old booty. And I will say that this is a petite crowd of women, and I think a lot of these shows, they like to find women with similar builds. But when they dropped in Valentina, Colombian, curves, booties, boobies. I'm like, this is a whole lot of woman.
I knew she was
and
Colombian.
She stood out. And she stood out amongst the crowd.
I knew she was Colombian by her name. I was like, ooh. Mm-hmm. That's why I would have put them aside and said, listen here.
One kiss.
One, make it count, okay?
So the Grenades have 1 hour to seduce their dates to try to make it back to the retreat. Mm-hmm. Catherine and Christian. So Christian tells her that she is beautiful. He is definitely her type. Mm-hmm. They talk about each other's type, and she says tall, colored eyes, brown hair. And he jokes, okay, so pretty much Christian. He likes personality, and he likes somebody who can take a joke.
Yeah.
Christian doesn't want to ruin things by focusing too much on the physical on this date. So he's going to ask her more about her life and just get to know her as a person.
And that's where you lost her.
And then make his move.
No, you lost her right then and there. Because so far, she has been the aggressor.
Yes.
Right? Of physicality.
She has.
Right? So now, can you imagine being with someone, especially because usually the shoe is on the other foot. Usually men are accused of being the aggressive. Like, at least get to know my name. Take me out on a date. You get what I'm saying? But when you have a woman that's an aggressor, there's not a lot of men that can resist a woman who is the aggressor, because men, we don't really go through that every day to where we get catcalled and things like that. Like, so the fact that he's trying to go the nice route, I'm like, you already lost her in my opinion.
So he asked her about her hobbies. She likes to dance. She has an older brother and sister. Yeah. She also models. She likes how he is focusing on getting to know her, because Louis hasn't really asked her these questions. But girl, you've been trying to have your tongue down that man's throat this whole time. Okay. Exactly. That man has been trying to resist you this whole time. I would not put that on Louis.
You over here talking about, I want to see Big Ben. I'm like, who's Ben?
So on Damari and Valentina's date, he was absolutely shocked when he saw her walking up. Like, his mouth was literally in the sand.
Yeah, it was.
She tells him that he is beautiful. He tells Valentina that she is going to be the best looking woman in the house. She's 5'8". He is 6'5". Damari says that he's had one kiss with Bree. They like each other, but he is still open. He is, however, really attracted to Valentina.
I ain't gonna hold you. I do like the aesthetic of not particularly them, but just off the height. I do like my women more on the taller side because I'm tall. So I do like the aesthetic of he is a tall guy and he's with basically an average to kind of more on the tall side of a woman and things like that. It just looks better. Yeah. So when she put on her heels,
it's kind of like, exactly. Yeah. So at the banishment quarters, Louis is worried that Catherine might come back with the new guy. Bree trusts Damari that he's not going to be going anywhere. And I'm like, why?
You ain't see him.
You don't know him.
You did not see her.
And you did not see her.
No.
Lana asked if they want to continue their dates for 30 more minutes. If so, Bree and Louis will stay in banishment for an additional 30 more minutes. They both said, yeah, keep them in there.
Keep them in there.
Lana tells Bree and Damari that they will be in banishment until further notice.
Wow.
So back with Catherine and Christian, Catherine says that she and Louis have formed a connection, but she's still open to getting to know people.
Nice.
Valentina really likes Damari's arms, and she wants to have a kiss.
Listen here. The minute she said that, I knew. I said, the minute that she speaks in Spanish to this boy, he is going to fold. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? The minute, because she said, I like your arms, your tattoos and stuff like that. You're like, oh, really? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my arms? Just my arms. Hey, Damari, why didn't you kick a rap for her right now? You get what I'm saying?
So, in banishment, Louis asked Bree if Damari breaks the rule, like, what would you do? And still wants to be with you, how would that go? And Bree says if Damari breaks the rule, that he need to go ahead and keep the girl he's with.
I think he'd be okay.
So Valentina asked for a kiss, and he's kind of hesitant, and she's like, "Do you want somebody else to kiss me first?" Because Valentina's getting a kiss while she's in here.
She ain't gonna
have no issue kissing nobody.
She will get a kiss.
So they end up kissing each other. Catherine shares that she is 27 and Christian thinks that she looks 21. Christian wanted to try to kiss her, but he ran out of time.
You see, you're talking too much. You get what I'm saying? And even with the whole Damari thing and things of that nature, when she was like, I want to kiss, see, that's the thing about it. That kind of let me know that she's normally get a lot of her victims by her looks. Because the way that she asked for a kiss, she just flat out asked for it, right? And I was like, oh, guys usually just fold and things like that. And guess what? He folded too. She was like, see? You know? And he was like, see? And then he went up and kissed her. Yep.
So in banishment, Lana says that Catherine and Damari are going to be given two options. Yeah. They can either bring you back to the retreat or leave you in banishment for 12 more hours.
Basically, you going to sleep there tonight.
Catherine says that she is going to decide to release Louis from banishment. Damari needs a little bit more time. Lana says that she'll check back in with him. Back at the retreat, Louis comes back. He is not going to be heartbreaking if Catherine chooses the new guy. If she leaves, it was never meant to be.
Okay.
So Catherine returns with Christian, hand in hand. They had a good time on their date. There was no rule breaking. The girls are a bit nervous for Bree, though, since she's not here yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Bree does return. Then Damari and Valentina arrive.
Listen, that lets me know now, once I got clarification from Blair, that Damari's a good guy. Because I tell you this right now, I'm going to extend that for 12 more hours, okay? I need to see how you are when it's bedtime.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that we going to do anything, but it will be nice to have you and us share a bed.
And cuddle up.
Without,
you
know what I'm saying? We have, listen here, she been there before. Maybe she forgot something, talk about Bree.
Yeah. So Damari and Valentina come back to the retreat. They sit with the guys and they talk about how they had a great time on the beach, great chats. Valentina shares that they kiss, and all the guys are like, what? And then she's like, well, who all spent money here already? Pretty much everybody raised their hands. And she's like, okay, so why can't I spend the money then?
Ooh.
And so the girls end up overhearing that somebody already spent some money, and Bree and Gianna walk off. Louis ends up pulling Catherine for a chat. He asked her about the date. She says it was good. They are each other's physical type. She was tempted, but she's not really attracted to him. So they didn't kiss.
Okay, nice.
Being with Christian made her realize how much she liked Louis. She's hoping to grow a deeper connection with him, though. If you allow it, what is her name? Catherine. If you allow it.
Kathleen. I wasn't going to say that.
Well, yeah, if you allow it.
Oh, no, she ain't going to allow it. Listen here, he don't know that he's a victim, okay? He is in danger every time he's with that woman, okay?
Bree tells Gianna she thinks it's weird that Damari came in holding hands with the girl, didn't even look her way, didn't even try to talk to her. Well, Damari finds Bree to have a conversation with her, and he's telling her, look, the date went well. Bree says, I don't give a F about that.
Oh, my goodness.
You're over here holding hands in front of me. Is that the type of man you are? You're an alpha male, right? Why not just speak to me first? Girl, did he ever say he was an alpha male?
He never said he was alpha male.
I don't know if he ever said that.
He said he was a stockbroker and a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if he said that because his eyes is on the table right now.
Yeah.
Damari tells her, I understand you're upset. And Bree says, I want you to look me in the eyes when you speak to me.
Ooh.
Well, Damari is about to share that he kissed Valentina, but we are left on a cliffhanger, so we don't get to hear him say that quite yet.
What is your thoughts on the scene? How do you feel about everything, about how he walked in and didn't acknowledge Bree first, and now their little argument that they have right here?
My thing is, I think it would have been more awkward to acknowledge her, honestly.
On the walk-in?
Because I'm literally holding this girl's hand. You want me to wave at you? like I think that maybe sit down, talk with the guys a little bit. But the thing is, she ran off so quickly. I don't think he had a chance to kind of get Valentina introduced and then have a separate conversation with her. I don't think there's a way he could have handled that walk-in situation any differently. The girl was literally on his arm. Now Bree and her reaction,
wearing a bikini at that.
I understand that Bree has decided that Damari is her person at this point.
He did not.
But Damari has not made that decision. You kind of got to play the field with Chris a little bit, and this is his chance. Now, can I understand that she'd be a little bit irritated and annoyed, like I do, but I think we got to kind of respect the name of the game a little bit here, you know? And I guess my thing too is like, if you really like him, don't just let some other person come in and you just back off and that's the end of it.
Fight for him.
Exactly. If you want him, fight for him. If you don't want to fight for him, Chris is still here. Chris is still here. That's all I'm saying.
And my thing is this, right? I would love to agree with everything you said, and I'm going to let you say it, but I want to attack the coward in the room. When it comes to Damari, stop looking at the ground whenever you talk to
That's
a
the only thing I didn't like. I'm just like, why are you scared of her?
I'm like, man,
don't be scared of her.
Lift your head up. Matter of fact, stand up. Like, I just would have made him stand up and say, like, say it with your chest. Say, like, I had a date, it went well. You get what I'm saying? I brought her back. I mean, like, it's a connection I'm exploring. You get what I'm saying? So, like, with him just basically letting her dominate the conversation, at the end of the day, Damari, you might as well just say you lost that woman because she's never going to respect you. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not even saying that like she should respect you. You have represented yourself as someone that should not be respected, as someone who's sitting down looking at the ground and like not really being like assertive with even how you feel or the moves that you made. You get what I'm saying? So like I understand that Bree feels like she was betrayed and things like that. And to Blair's point, she shouldn't feel that way because Damari didn't make he did not tell her, hey, we are seeing each other, I wanted to be serious and things like that. She made a decision from the time she walked in to the time she saw him, I'm gonna pull him to the side, but then she went to kiss Chris.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So he should have been like, yo, I had a date. I did not choose to have a date.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, stand on your word and things like that. Don't be looking at the ground and be a coward.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he was gonna lose to that woman.
Yeah.
He was gonna lose to that woman.
Yeah.
There was nothing he could have done that would have helped them, saved him from the whole thing. You see, my thing is he should have extended her 12 hours because she was going to act that way anyway. So I would have gave you something to really be mad about.
Oh, okay.
You left me in there for 12 hours, for over 12 hours and things like that. And I just would have been like, I knew you was going to be mad if I would have left you in there for 1 hour.
So maybe you would have calmed down?
Compared to 12 hours. No, my thing is if I'm going to get the same result from 1 hour to 12 hours, I'm going to give you the 12.
Okay.
You're going to sleep here. I'm going to sleep peacefully. Okay. Anything else?
That's all I got.
We will be back when the next load of episode drops and things of that nature. You can like, you can subscribe, you can comment. Let us know what you think about the show, and we'll be back. Check out our other shows too. We are doing a fleet of shows. Too much to name, but subscribe so you won't be out of the loop. You know.
Yeah.
Y'all be good.
Bye.